the break, Mattyvison.com. Thank you, Jesse Ventura and Howard Stern, for stopping by. Good luck on challenging Romney and Obama there in this year's election. Wow, did that come out of nowhere? This is the courtroom of sports. I got a doctor. And that guy right there, that handsome McLovin dude, is Muggsy, the Honorable Muggsy Nitch, going to bring you all the local sports. The doctor's going to take you around the world in under 17 hours and 4 minutes. Right?
That's a new goal.
That's a goal.
Short.
There you go. Muggsy, what's happening in the world of northeastern Pennsylvania?
There's a lot going on. First, we have to congratulate the Scranton Knights on retaining the heavyweight championship in the city of Scranton.
You might have to, I know.
They took that belt and kept it.
Yes, they did.
They're not letting West borrow it for a year.
No, they did. But you know what? You gotta get. That was a great game to watch. I mean, a lot of people thought it was 28-7 Scranton after not even a quarter and a half. A lot of people just assumed it was going to be a blowout. But you got to give credit to Coach Garrick and his kids for not quitting. And they almost tied the game.
Yeah, they battled back.
It was 28-20. West Scranton had an opportunity to score again. And they go for two, possibly tie. But there's that old saying, great teams aren't great. They're just great when they have to be. And Quiller made an acrobatic interception in the end zone. And Scranton took the ball, went 80 yards to put the capper on 35-20. So they're 6-0, and possible battle unbeatens next week against Delaware Valley. We'll figure that out as we go along. But we got to talk some other sports here in the Lackawanna League. Since it's a Thursday, not much football, so...
In the Lackawanna curling news, the
Junior Falcons.
The Junior Falcon Curling League skidded across the ice to a... I can't even wing a curling story. Sorry.
No curling. Stop! Yeah.
We'll have to wait for the next Olympics for that one.
Yeah.
Bugs on the ice.
Sochi, Russia in 2014.
Yeah, most could be the skip. You know how every team has the captain is, they call it the skip.
Skip.
Yeah. They're our skip.
I don't know. Skips. Anyway, sweeper, skip, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go through the rest of the sports. We're gonna start with tennis.
Tennis, anyone?
I don't know. Here Comes the Boom from Kevin James in the US Open.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, girls tennis, we crowned the league champs, and surprise, surprise, it was Abington Heights and Scranton Prep taking the honors again. In the league, Abington Heights 15-0 in the 3A, and Scranton Prep winning it in the AA. Abington Heights actually won the head-to-head matchup to retain a 40-match winning streak in the Lackawanna League. On the girls' side, on September 13th, they beat Scranton Prep 3 matches to 2. It came down to number 3 singles. Sierra Beck from Abington in a 3-set win. They only played 3 sets. Beat Emily Johnson from Scranton Prep 4-6, 6-3, 6-3. And that was the deciding match over there. So the league was done, and then districts took place a couple last week. And for AAA, it was Abington Heights. It was an all-Abington final individually. Tyra Abdallah defeated Ali Quisateri in the AAA final 6-1, 6-0. And in the AA was Kendra Coker was the Scranton Preps #1, but she lost to the girl from Wyoming Seminary, Natalie Joan Lee, in the AA final in 3 sets. She lost that match 3-6, 6-4, 6-4. And the doubles were actually supposed to be yesterday, but because there was some rain, not today, I don't think. But the doubles were today, so I'll recap that next time we're here. And the team championships will also be next week on October 16th at Kirby Park in Wilkes-Barre. So that'll do my tennis roundup for today.
Always good.
Full
tennis.
Double fault.
I like when Kramer gets the tennis balls
Back and forth.
That's my favorite part.
talk about the last time. Soccer.
Soccer.
Football, anyone? Right, the old English football?
Football.
Football. Anyway, soccer, the big news coming out of soccer this past year was that girls soccer was used to be played primarily in the spring. Well, they changed that. Now all the soccer is done in the fall. So that's good. I mean, a lot of soccer fans, they want to see it all in one time. So I thought it was a pretty good idea. And the soccer's not, it's almost done. It's winding down. But the divisions are pretty much wrapped up with a couple exceptions. Scranton Prep is winning Division 1 on the girls' side, and then Abington is winning on the boys' side of Division 1. Abington 9-1 on the boys, Scranton Prep 8-1-1. Amazingly, the one tie was to West Scranton, a 0-0 tie a couple weeks ago. West Scranton, they're not the best, like, soccer's not their forte, but anytime a city school can do something like that, they tie Scranton Prep or tie Abington, that deserves a shout out.
Sure.
Good game.
West Side.
And anyway, Division 2 on the girls, it's Wallen Paulpack, 10-1 right now. Western Wayne 8-3-1 in Division 2. And in Division 2 on the boys' side, Delaware Valley in a runaway. They're 10-1. Nobody's within four matches of them, so I think Delaware Valley has that division wrapped up on the boys' side. Division 3 on the girls, it's the Lady Chiefs of Lakeland. They're 9-1 so far, and they, I think, have the league wrapped up. Holy Cross is second at 7-4. And on the boys' side, it's a neck-and-neck race. It's Mountain View, 9-0, number 1 right now, with Holy Cross 8-1. Competitive, very competitive. And there's also the girls' Division 4, couple teams in girls' Division 4. Mountain View leading that division with a 10-0-1 record. And the league, there's actually some league championships next week on October 18th, next Friday.
Oh, that's me when he's 15-year anniversary, I think.
You think, huh?
I think. so.
Think?
Yeah.
You're supposed to know that
I know,
stuff. I'm going to cite you for contempt on that. You have to know your anniversary.
Actually,
I think you misspoke. I think when you said you think, you actually knew.
I did know I was being a little sarcastic. 1997,
Yeah.
to be exact.
What, 15? What year is that anniversary? What do you get?
It's the Miller Lite anniversary.
Trash compactor from
The
Boy
High
Meets
Life
World.
anniversary.
Miller High Life anniversary it is.
Yeah.
I believe if I'm correct.
Mostly with another Boy Meets World reference.
Yeah, Alan got Amy a trash compactor once for their anniversary.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I know that was controversial.
Very
In
controversial.
Matthew's household.
Of course, George Feeney was hiding it for him, and even he had to object to it.
Feedy.
Embarrassed to say I've never seen one episode of Boy Meets
You
World.
need to get on that. How about you, Bam Bam? You ever watched it?
Boy Meets World, ever watch it?
No. It's on.
Wow. Wake up at 7 a.m. before you go to school. It's always on.
All of a sudden became a Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, we got to get back on topic here. We're talking some golf now.
Golf. Oh, don't forget one more soccer notice. The Dunmore Greenridge Soccer League playoffs start this Saturday. Stop out and see the Dunmore Greenridge. Great things going on over there in Dunmore.
Okay, and golf, they've actually completed their league and they've completed their districts. The league champs were Scranton Prep in the 3A, Holy Cross in AA. Division 1, Division 2, however that is what it is, I guess you could say. And anyway, the golf team championships and the individual were all recently completed. The team championships a couple weeks ago, Paul Pack Hills Golf Club. Ever golf there, anybody? Nope.
It's got big riches in here.
Not since the 70s.
Yeah, not since. Anyway, the Scranton Prep, this was on the boys. Scranton Prep won the AAA. They were led by Evan Joyce and our aforementioned friend Chris Serminaro. Yeah, the team championships of golf. It's you put 6 golfers out there. Your 4 best scores count. And those 2 were the top scores. They had scores of 74 and 78 respectively.
Ooh, nice. Not too bad.
No, it isn't. And Holy Redeemer won the AA, so props to them. The team championships in the girls were Prep and Holy Cross. Danielle Del Sonardo and Selena Serra were the top scorers for those teams, and then those girls, good segue here, won the individuals in the girls.
Very nice.
They went to Box Hill Country Club earlier this week, and those two girls won their individual district championships, and they're on. And we have some regional qualifiers in golf. It's districts, then regionals, and then states. It's not just district state. So what it is that we had 6 girls, three in each classification, and girls qualified for the regionals. Out of our local girls, we had 3 other girls besides our 2 champions qualified. From AA, we had another Holy Cross girl. Selena Serra actually is Holy Cross. Emily Hope Redke, the other girl from Holy Cross that makes regionals. And from Valley View, we got Ashley Turpak is the other qualifier. In AA, at a AAA, we have a Wallenpaupack sighting. Julia Santo was the girl from Wallenpaupack that also qualified for regionals. And on the boys' side, we didn't qualify district champion, but we did qualify 3 boys on each side for the regionals. You get 6 in the boys' side of the things. We had from Lakeland on the AA side, we had Greg Reeves and Mike Thomas from Lakeland.
Christopher's brother, right?
I don't know. It is what it is. And from Holy Cross, we had Tom Duwanzik. He was also a regional qualifier from AA and AAA. We had a couple preppers and 1 Abington. Go figure.
Always in Abington.
Yep.
They can't mind their own business.
Yes, sir. From prep, we had Nick Johnson, who actually lost the district overall by 1 shot.
I remember him for the Yankees. He was big.
Big left. And another aforementioned, this Sermano also qualified for the individual from prep. And Anthony Sebastianelli from Abington Heights won the last spot in the playoff. It is what it is. 18 holes. 18 holes couldn't decide it, so they had to go
Extra holes.
Extra holes to decide. And now,
Is that high school?
yeah, high
The extra
school.
holes to bar, you know that. Hope they weren't in the bar. They settled with a game of beer pong or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Hope not.
Yeah, what's going to happen now is that next week on October 16th, the East Regional will take place at Golden Oaks Golf Club in Fleetwood. I think you got to get top 16 there to qualify for the state tournament, which will be October 22nd and 23rd at Heritage Hills Golf Resort in York. So, good luck to all the golfers out there.
Yes, good luck.
And,
Down and out? Having a bad day? Go to Mattyvison.com, where smiles are not only guaranteed, they're also free. So go around and explore, have some fun, learn something, and who knows, you might even make a friend. Mattyvison.com, we dream big.
And of course, I got one more thing here before I turn it over to DJ Bugsy. The Dunmore girls volleyball team continues their winning streak in Lackawanna League play. It's up to 29 matches in a row now after a 3-set sweep over Lackawanna Trail on Tuesday. They're 13-0 this year in league play, 29 in a row overall if you count the last couple years.
Wow.
Districts coming up for them at the end of October, early November. DJ!
That's me.
Back to the D.
That's me. Well, the Westside Falcons report is brought to you by Cavs Corner in Neat. No, that's the rugby show. Is brought to you by Matty's at 2303 Jackson Street. The season has ended. The Falcons ended the season against the Valley View Bulldogs. The D team winning their match 18-6. The C team, once again, it seems to be like a broken record. The C team wins 40-0. 40-0.
Let's get some competition against these guys. Come on.
Holy mackerel. B team had a heartbreaking loss. It was described as heartbreaking. 26-27. Great. I miss Razzle. A-team won 2-0. It was a forfeit again. I think that's a lot of forfeits for A-team. I don't think a lot of people want to play the Falcons A-team. Why would you? It's like playing the Falcons.
I like how they decide to call that a 2-0.
Yeah,
loss. You know, like so they just take a safety and then they lose. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's it.
So now we got some playoffs coming here.
Yeah,
now?
the first round of the playoffs coming up. The B team earned a 2nd seed and will face the third seed Valley View again Saturday at Abington behind the high school.
Wow.
An approximate 5:30 start time Saturday night. The DCN A team are all undefeated. They earned first seeds. They're all playing 4th seed Wilkes-Barre Sunday at Monroe. Sunday. D team starts at 11 a.m. C team starts at noon. A team approximately 3 o'clock. Good luck, Westside Falcons. And thank you to the whole Falcons and our organization and Michelle for hooking us up with all the scores. Cheers, guys. Bugs, back over to you. I called the gavel right there, buddy. That is it. We're going to take a break. Don't you touch that dial, man. We're going to take a break, and after the break, the doctor's going to take you all around the world. Hey, look it. We're back. It seemed to you like a minute. For us, it was like 2 hours.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe not.
Tons of preparation.
Maybe not. The doctor is here. What's going on in the world of pro sports besides A-Rod getting benched?
A-Rod getting benched.
But
Maybe-
you know, Girardi
maybe
pulled
the
the rabbit out of
greatest-
his hat.
Maybe the greatest move I've ever seen.
Shades of Joe Torre pulling Cecil Fielder off the bench.
To bench a guy making $30 million, who is arguably, well, a lot of Yankee fans,
Yeah.
when he's going well, one of the greatest players of all time. To bench him in the playoffs is a bold statement.
It's a sin. But it
But
came
it paid
through
off.
for him, yeah.
I think all Philly fans I know are cursing, spitting, kicking dirt that Raul Ibanez has been doing what he's been doing for the Yankees, but when he's given the opportunity, because he had some big hits coming down the stretch of the year.
Yes, sir. But that's all of baseball we need to talk about, right?
You know, the moral of that story is even though A-Rod was put on the bench, he's still got the same paycheck as if he hit the home runs.
Oh, yeah.
No problem with sports.
Yeah, so
No problem. What else is up, Doc?
what do we got? Week 6 in the NFL this
Week
week?
6 in the NFL. We're going to run through a few predictions, a couple of interesting matchups. I like to think. To me, the most interesting matchup, the biggest game, Super Bowl champs last year, Giants against the
The
San
rematch,
Francisco
the NFC
49ers.
Championship rematch. That's
And the last couple of weeks, the Niners have been rolling through.
yeah.
teams,
It's easy when it's the Jets and the Bills. You don't get much competition there.
Well, but I mean, still the NFL. The Jets
Yeah.
the Bills gave Patriots a good half. They beat them last year. You never know.
Patriots stink.
And
What's your title?
Whoa!
I hope so.
Anyway,
you got to bring up that graphic
No,
from
I
the
heard
egg-shaped
you.
ball
Yeah.
with the.
Fox has that one. I
Yeah.
know you guys.
All right, but we have, and you got to travel all the way to the West Coast to play that game, correct?
yeah, it's at San Francisco. But you know what? The Giants last week they were down it was 14-0 in a blink of an eye, and you were like wondering what the heck's going on with the Giants?
Yeah.
They just can't seem to beat the Browns, and then Ahmad Bradshaw runs for 200 yards.
Yeah, you're right. And plus, being on the road, no matter where they travel, you can probably send them to Alaska, and it doesn't matter.
The Giants, yeah,
doesn't
it's
affect that
it's
team.
going to be another barn burner of a game.
tough game. My prediction, I think the Niners are going to beat them. I think the momentum is too strong right now. Still early on for the Giants, and Eli might have a couple turnovers in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go 49ers too.
Niners.
Niners with a late touch. Alex Smith with a late touchdown pass.
Yeah.
He goes Eli on Eli.
I'm all Giants.
Eli's Eli. Matty's going with the Giants.
Absolutely.
Another local supporting team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Stinkles.
I
The
forgot
Stinkles right now.
Yeah. But they dropped one to Pittsburgh last week.
Yeah,
which was a pretty
hit
good game.
16-14. The Steelers get the big bad win.
Yep, and they're going against a team with who's having a pretty disappointing year. So
Yeah,
far,
the
Detroit
Lions are struggling, and it came out just a little bit ago that Calvin Johnson actually admitted to play a couple weeks ago with a concussion. That should be, you're not supposed to be playing in the NFL anymore if you have a concussion.
And tell that to RG3, who doesn't remember last week, but now that he magically can play this week, I don't know. I don't know how that
It is
works.
what it is, but the bad curse is seeming to taking effect on the Lions. Maybe not Megatron himself, but the Lions certainly aren't winning at the. They're not keeping up in that NFC North right now.
And yeah,
Because the Vikings are the surprise of the season so far, I think.
and the Bears look pretty good too. I don't know,
This game's in Philly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about Vic. Can Vic hold on to the football? If Vic can hold on to the football, the Eagles should be the best team on the field Sunday.
And at Detroit, that team can do one thing: it's get after the quarterback. They still could. Not much has changed, and they're a desperate team. They need to win. They really need to win. But I think Philly takes it after that tough loss last week.
This is a game I don't want to pick, but I gotta go home team here. I gotta go Eagles.
I'll take the Lions because I don't like the Eagles.
All right, I love that reasoning.
It is what it is. That's what Mug said.
And a team that we had a bye last week, and
Look bad doing it. I think.
The Dallas Cowboys last week were on bye. The week previous to that, they got embarrassed by Cutler and the Bears. But a primetime football game, they're going to Baltimore.
It doesn't get any easier for Romo.
Any easier for Romo.
Bad year to have the NFC North on your schedule.
And Dallas always seems to lose going into their bye week, so they don't have much momentum. But maybe a week off, a little extra time to
this
prepare.
is just one of those games you think the worst of Romo, and then he'll come with his best.
The best coaches take advantage of their bye weeks and then come back with a great game plan. I'm very interested to see how Jason Garrett and his staff will approach this game. Because rightfully so, they're getting hammered.
And of course, the Ravens
the
Ravens supposedly have a gimme game last week, and they only won 9-6. So a lot of questions with this game.
And to me, the Ravens' defense isn't as imposing.
No, not without Suggs, I think.
Not without Suggs. Ray Lewis a little step slower.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna really go out on a limb here. Say, when we expect the worst of Romo, he always comes through with his best. So I'm gonna say Cowboys.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you would say Baltimore, and we all know here that I cannot pick against the Dallas Cowboys. That's against my
Homer.
Hey, call me a homer. So I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't feel good about it. I wouldn't bet $1 of my money on it. But let's see what the coaches can do.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins the game.
Fair enough.
I hope Dallas has 300 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Someone has DeMarco Murray in his fantasy team.
Maybe me.
Fair enough. So we got one more game.
We got Green Bay at Houston.
Sunday night in
Green
Houston.
Bay. A team.
Green Bay facing desperation in this because after that controversial game in Seattle, you thought maybe they got the ship righted against New Orleans, but the ship went ungun against Indianapolis, blowing a 21-3 lead.
This is a team that could have challenged the Miami Dolphins' 72 undefeated record last year. They had a chance to do it. They're not playing.
And they still don't have their top target, Greg Jennings, in the lineup. I don't think he'll be playing in this one.
And Houston couldn't. They didn't play great against the Jets.
But they did enough to win the game. J.J. Watt,
Monster.
8.5 sacks already this season after 5 games, I think.
Yeah.
right now he's on pace to pass Michael Strahan's record, but I don't know if it'll happen.
And don't forget they lost Brian Cushing for the year.
Yeah,
towards
yeah, that was a controversial play in itself. Whether the blow-ups on Twitter by Clay Matthews.
Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have. He supposedly has the best offensive line in the NFL, and they can't protect him.
They can't protect him. All signs right now that the pendulum is swinging to Houston.
Texans. Yeah, Texans. They're at home. It's Sunday night. It's going to be an electric atmosphere. I'm going with the Texans.
I'm in agreement. I'm going with the Houston Texans. We'll see.
I don't think so. I think Tebow makes that pass. I think the Texans lose, and they go on a losing streak. And the Jets are horrible. I'm going to take Green Bay Packers in a slaughter here. I think a wake-up call for Houston.
Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe.
We can always throw in a Tebow reference. That's always seems to be.
Hey, listen, it is what it is. If the guy catches it with his hands instead of his face mask, Tebow's a starter. The Jets are on a roll, and the Texans are done. I think the Texans are imposters.
Speaking of Jets, they're playing Indianapolis.
Indianapolis,
coming
yeah.
off a
an emotional comeback. Everything about Chuck Pagano, we hope he gets well soon.
And the first signature win of young Andrew Luck's career.
Yeah, down 21-3. He came through it. 30 to 27.
Speechless about it. It's crazy.
Yeah, Reggie Wayne looked like
quarterback.
Reggie Wayne looked like it was Peyton Manning throwing him the passes instead of Andrew Luck. That was the old Reggie Wayne, 200 yards receiving.
But can he do it against
the Jets?
a capable defense, which is the New York Jets? I don't know. Going away, I think the Jets, after hanging with Houston last week.
Now comes can they bounce back? Can they rise above that near miss against the Texans?
Time will tell. In just a few days, time will know.
You know what? I gotta go with luck.
Luck?
I'm trusting my luck.
Trusting your luck. Sanchez wasn't horrible last week, so I'm going with the Jets.
All right.
Taking the Jets after Tebow comes in the second half and wins the game for
Let me
them.
see Tebow if Sanchez has that.
And then Tebow wins out the rest of the season for the Jets like he did last year for the Broncos.
It's like we should have a Tebow watch.
Man, made me look like a liar.
Or like
Tebow alert.
Yeah, like an alert. Now we're in the orange. When it gets in the red, Tebow's getting his arm loose.
You didn't bring Tebow there to ride the bench.
As of
That's all
now,
I'm saying.
the Jets aren't. They're not the team they want to be, so they're in orange alert.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
That we got.
That's it. Well, then that has been the sports report for October
11.
for 10, 11, 12.
10, 11.
Ooh.
Hot.
10, 11, 12. Red. Lorraine. Red.
Hot.
Coming up after the break, Tim Tebow. What a coincidence. You're watching Mattyvison.com. Egbert dreams big.
The difference between you and me.